Hi everyone, it's Natalie here from SANSKRITBLUE. So I just thought I would come on and do a quick, wow, we're getting a lot of ceiling here. There we go, there's more of my face. Do a quick prediction here about the whole October the 4th thing. The doctor I work for, her wife saw a bunch of TikTok videos. Everybody got really upset and really nervous. You know, what is this whole thing going on? So if you're not aware of this, basically, as I understand it, and I did a little bit of research to figure out what the hubbub was about. So the FEMA is doing an emergency broadcast testing thing online, and well, basically it won't be online. But there will be like a media blackout when it happens. So everybody's phones, and I saw 2 different times listed. I'm not sure which one it actually is, and I'm not going to spread disinformation that way. But at some appointed time, and you can verify it online, FEMA will issue an emergency broadcasting test, and everybody's phones will be affected, because that's what happens when you do an emergency broadcast. That just is what happens. So you can expect like an alert on your phone. You can expect that you'll hear something on the radio. If you have a television, that'll be affected, and so on. So honestly, you know, I get it. Like, a lot of people are concerned, like, what about if everybody's phone goes off at the same time, blah, 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 blah. But the truth of the matter is, and this is just coming from me, and you'll see which camp I probably fall into when we look at these cards, but my tendency would be to think, well, we're all using our phones all the time anyway, right? Whether we're sending or receiving, and whether it's literally passive or active, right? So there's always something going on. I really don't think that this is anything to worry about. But literally, like, my boss is so concerned about it that she's got the day blocked off on the 4th. So I said, you know what, if you're really that concerned about it, let me just do a quick reading while you're working with this patient, and, you know, I'll put it out there. So the reading was, I drew 3 cards, right? Open reading style. First card that came up, I used the Witchy Cat Tarot, because what could be better and more dramatic for people being dramatic about something than the Witchy Cat Tarot, right? So we've got the Witchy Cat Tarot, and it is the Queen of Swords. So we have the Queen of Swords, and I'm doing all of this pretty much one-handed here, so bear with me. We've got the King of Cups, okay? And we've got the 7 of Swords, and you'll notice how completely dramatic 7 of Swords is, or sorry, 7 of Wands. It's 6:30. We've been here since 9, or a little before 9, so it's been a long day. But yes, we got 7 of Wands. So with these 3, let me just kind of arrange them so that they're actually visible. Set it up like we're playing Old Maid. All right, so with these 3, you can kind of see a little bit that the Queen of Swords is almost sort of striking that King of Cups with her sword, right? She's so hyper rational. She's like all up in her head. She's rationalizing what's happening. She's not concerned about your feelings, etc. King of Cups is super invested in his feelings. That is a super invested feely cat, right? So we've got these 2 possible responses or reactions combined with this 7 of Wands, right? Which is defensive, yowling, and probably has nothing to worry about, but is going to yowl its head off anyway, okay? Not something that I'm really concerned about, guys. Honestly, looking at this, it all sounds and looks to me like much ado about nothing, which so many things are. And I've read for major events before. I don't know if anybody will remember this, but I also read for January 6th with a Kipper deck, and it came out really bad. Like, it was really apparent looking at it right away that it was going to be bad. Okay, and that is not what we're seeing here. If there were really some sort of health-related thing going on, you know, there are other cards I'd be looking for. I'd be looking for maybe like a 4 of Swords, right? If there were some authoritarian agenda that was being unfolded, I would look for there to be, the Hierophant. I would look for the Emperor. Okay. Maybe I'd look for the Judgment card even, but I wouldn't be looking for these guys. I wouldn't be looking for some pips and quarts. I just wouldn't. Similarly, if we were looking at like the downfall of something, like things going, there's not even a Hanged Man here. There's not even like a suspension card, right? There's not even a, hey, pause and wait. There's none of that is going on here. I would be looking maybe for the Devil, maybe. I'd certainly be looking for the Tower, but we're not seeing the Tower here either. So I'm just going to say, like, probably this is just not something to worry about. Now, I did see a really cool open reading that was had like an esoteric spin on it from Marilyn at Tarot Clarity the other day that I just loved. She did a wonderful reading with the Budapest Tarot. And she basically added up all of the numbers of the cards that were in the reading to then choose a major that kind of gives you the whole feel of the reading. You don't add up any numbers for the courts, just for pips and majors if there are any majors in there. So it would just be 7. Well, what's the 7? The 7 is the Chariot, right? What does the Chariot do? The Chariot, in most decks, not quite so much in this one, but, the Chariot is on their own journey. This is more of an individualistic Chariot than a collective one, but this guy's on his journey. He's doing his own thing. He's touring the world. He's seeing the Sphinx. He's pursuing and traveling. Pursue, travel, yoke your horses together, get them on the same page and move along. Nothing to see here. If you're very highly sensitive and you don't like dealing with disturbances and it's more comforting to you to stay home or not engage or leave your phone off all day or whatever it is, go ahead and do that. Do what's best for you. But honestly, consider the source, right? When we see a lot of these videos pop up online on TikTok, on YouTube, and so forth, I'm sorry to say this, but so much of it, I think, is not just driven by fear, but by popularity, right? It's driven by a desire to be the first one to come up with something. It's driven by a desire to go viral, to be the person who was first to come up with this, or to drive more traffic to someone, to your own channel, to your own webpage, etc., right? Consider the source. Is that person, do they seem balanced? Do they seem rational? When they make an argument, are they able to, this sounds, and I'm exemplifying exactly what I'm talking about. Are they able to string together a coherent, it all depends on time of day, but are they able to string together a coherent argument for why they feel the way they feel? Or are they incapable of really pulling to, are they creating a word salad that just has some touch points that seem like they might be worth taking in? In other words, really vet the sources that you're listening to. Similarly, I just heard the doctor say the other day, oh no, well, according to the astrologers, 2024 is just going to be terrible. I said, who are you watching? Stop. Just stop. I'm really over the alarmist astrologers. Once again, what are we known for in this community, right? Of astrologers, of tarot readers, etc. We're known for being alarmist. We're often discredited for that type of behavior. What's motivating you to create a reading, right? What motivates you? If you're the one doing the readings, what motivates you? Are you hoping for people to find comfort in being able to make their own choices, or being able to present all of the possibilities as impartially as possible? Or are you invested in a narrative that you know, kind of trumps everything else. You know, are you more motivated by driving traffic to your channel or to your platform, whatever it is, or are you more motivated by truth and authenticity? And similarly, when you're choosing who to watch, ask yourself the same questions, and don't take advice from someone that doesn't quite seem like they're there. Remember too that once one person jumps on a bandwagon that's fear-based, it is human nature to do the exact same thing. You know, think for yourself. I don't know how better to put it, but think for yourself. And again, just do what's right for you. But if you find yourself surrounded by people who are all kind of reacting and getting freaked out about the same thing, pause. Stop for a minute. Consider the source. And just take a few deep breaths. Okay? I don't know how else to put it. Anyway, I don't know if this is useful or not, but I thought I would just put it out there because it wasn't just the doctor. We had 2 or 3 patients who were freaked out about it today. You know, the doctor's wife was freaked out about it. It's not, I don't think it's anything to worry about. It got started by one dude on the internet who is clearly, you know, a kind of outsider-minded, conspiracy-minded, alternative-minded. I have no judgment of that either, you'll notice. But when someone's in that mindset, are they going to hit upon things that are occasionally true? Of course. That's always possible. But are they also going to hit on a lot, you know, that with that mindset, will they also hit on a lot of things that are maybe being formed and shaped by a particular worldview? Absolutely. So how much do you want to feed that? How much do you want to feed it in someone else? How much do you want to feed it in yourself? You know, it's always okay to think your own thoughts, and to be authentically who you are, of course. But I also think it's as you pursue those things for yourself, as we all do, really take time to measure it carefully. Is it really in harmony with who you are, with what you believe? And, you know, what are you using to anchor your thoughts, your ideas, and so on? That's important. You know, sanity right now is important. All right. That's it for right now. I hope all of you are well, and I'm going to go home and make dinner and walk my dog. So I'm done with a long day. I will talk to you all again soon. Tons of love to everyone. Mwah. Bye.